Alright, you guys, welcome back to another video. And today we got a haircut tutorial. My boy hit me up a couple days ago and he was like, hey man, I want to come through for the cut. And so I was like, alright, cool, man. I see his hair and I was like, you know what, man, get another YouTube tutorial in here, man. I know you guys enjoy them or whatever. So yeah, so I'm without further ado, it's just a little simple taper. His hair was getting a little nappy on top, but he wants it to grow, so we didn't do nothing with that. Yeah, man, so hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video. I'm gonna do my little commentary, as you guys know. And shit, I'm over here going on and for no reason, man. I'm gonna send you guys to the video. Alright, so here, this is just a consultation. I was asking him, just figuring out what it was that he wanted. Clients don't always really know what they want. They don't always know the terms or the names, and so I was asking him, making sure what it is that he wanted so we can get him right, and that way he goes home, looking clean, confident in his cutting, got exactly what it is that he wanted. So right now I'm giving him the bald line. The first step, he wanted a high taper, so we're gonna set in that guideline right there. And I was in the way for some of this, so it kind of did mess up, but I tried to move the camera and get out the way as much as I possibly could. And I did kind of mess up recording on this side. I was in the front of the camera the whole time on this side, and I honestly, I'm just watching this, so I don't even know if I was in the way the other time, like on the other side, but I'm hoping you guys get an angle, like a clear angle to see. If not, then you guys probably not going to be seeing this video. But as you guys can see, it's kind of starting to come together already. You can only see kind of a little bit. I'm gonna do a little bit of detail and then we're gonna move on the other side. And just like the other side, we're gonna set in our bald line, and you wanna kind of angle it to the part where it's at the end of their vertical bar, and then you angle it down to their ear for a high taper. The angle was it was okay in this one. It could have been so much better. I think I'm gonna get me a better a better tripod that goes like more higher in the air so that you guys can really see the angle. Either that, or I need to get these angles worked out, because man, as I wanted you guys to be able to see both sides. So now we're just debulking. I'm going in with this 3-guard, and I'm just going straight up off the head, and I'm just gonna connect it into his longer hairs in his parietal ridge. Therefore, later on it's not gonna be hard, or a harsh line. It's gonna be nice and easy and just kind of flow into it, and I'll just have a little bit of scissor work to do, and then it'll pretty much go nicely. And we're going right underneath that with the 2-guard. You're gonna start with your lever open, and then once you set it in with the lever open, you're gonna go right under that with that lever closed. Alright, now we're setting in our second guideline, or the first one that you need to set in, which is the lever open, no guard on, and you just go up about an inch, half an inch. In this case, I'm going up about an inch just because he wants a high taper, and you guys will start to see it coming along. It almost looks like a bald line from this angle, but you just blend that out, and once it all comes together, you're gonna really be able to tell the difference. And the way you blend it out is two ways, okay? You could either start with the lever open and then close it little by little as you go down, or you can go close and open it little by little as you go up. Both ways work. Whichever works best for you, you can go with that. And now that the first guideline is blended, we got our one guard, and we're gonna go about another inch or to half an inch up, and the lever is always gonna be open when you first start. So it's gonna be that one open, and we're gonna create this guideline, and then after we set in that guideline, we're gonna go right underneath with the one open and do the one close. With this client, the one close on this side, it pretty much blended it through. You know, I just needed to do just a little bit of work on certain areas with that zero guard close, but it pretty much, you know, took the line out. It was just a very faint one, and that's when I kind of got the zero guard and just kind of tapped at it, and it just disappeared. And once the bottom portion was blended, I came back and got this two guard just to go over it one more time, just to make sure that, you know, that was the length that I was going to be blending the 1.5 to. So I came over with the two open, and then I went along and then closed it as I went lower. And as you guys can see, it did start to cut. So, you know, that's why you always want to make sure, if you're not really sure, if you feel like you didn't go over it as good or something, just go over it one more time, and it's not going to do too much, you know. It's not going to do nothing bad as long as you don't go higher than what you know what that guard should go to. That's what guidelines are for. And to finish it off, to really bring the blend together, you're going to get that 1.5 guard, and you're going to flick at the line that you made with that one open, and start open, and then go a little bit higher over it, and then start to close it a little bit and go down, and eventually you're going to be at that 1.5 close, and that should easily take out the line that you left with that one open. And if it doesn't take it out when you're all the way closed with the 1.5, just go back down to your one open and flick at it, and it should come out like butter. I came back in with my 2 guard just because, you know, there was kind of there was this line. It just was a little too much of a line there, and it was kind of bothering me. So I went in and, you know, I kind of detailed a little bit, and you know, made the transition just a whole lot smoother with that too. All right, and now we're gonna start here in the back taper, and it's exactly like, you know, the sides. You're gonna start off with that bald line, and I like to, you know, set the bald line in like a rainbow like shape, just because it gives you that illusion, you know, that it contours the head very well. And I personally, I just like it, and so I tend to do that on my clients, and nobody that I've ever met, you know, didn't like that. So you're gonna go in with your lever open, and I would say about 1 inch for the back, and you set in your first guideline, and then you're gonna set in your second one with that one open, and it's exactly like the sides, just here in the back, and you're stretching it out. I like to stretch it out a little bit more, just, you know, to stretch out the blend in the back. I personally think it looks nice. And notice how I'm constantly brushing down the hair. That is extremely important, because you want it to lay in the direction that you want to lay it, so that you can go against the grain. And here we're going in with that one open, like I mentioned to you guys earlier, and his hair in the right side was growing to the right, so I had to go against the grain, and I had to cut it toward the right side. And you want to make sure that your guideline is even all throughout the back of the head, so that you can contour perfectly to the client. And some people, it's almost like their head is lopsided, but you have to give that illusion that it's even. All right, so now we're going in with that the 1.5, because we just went through with that 2. And you start open, like I said, and you go down every once in a while, as you close the lever, every little bit. That's how I fade, but I do also fade up sometimes. I want to get into it more just so I can perfect both techniques. And right now we're really just focusing on that one guard close, trying to lighten up right underneath with that one open, and it pretty much blends into each other. Then all you got to do is hit it with that 0 guard closed, that line that you created with that lever open, and boom, that bottom section should be faded. And as you can see, I'm just flicking at that at the line that we created with that lever open with the 0 guard closed, like I mentioned earlier, and it should easily blend through. And if it doesn't, all you need to do is take it out what you put it in with, that you take off the guard, make sure that there's no guard, and get the lever open and just flick at it. And then I came in with this 1.5 guard, and it should start to blend out pretty easily. And after that, we're just going to do a little bit of detail work, and it should be coming together pretty nicely, man. And I'll let you guys watch it now. And you're definitely going to want to make sure that you're lever playing depending on the area that you're in. Some people, one system, most people have like a one system to go about it, but it differentiates from the client. Some people's hair might be more dense, somebody might be more thicker. A certain guard might be lighter on this client than on somebody else, or vice versa. So you always want to make sure you're lever playing depending on the client, and using guards. You always want to test the waters, especially when it's your first time cutting their hair. You always want to make sure that you have to like gauge it and see how it reacts. And right now we're just doing some detail work. We're trying to make this taper to bring it to the next level, and just contour it to my client's head. And I just really want him to enjoy. This is his first time coming with me, and I wanted him to remember this one, and to always be able to count on me, whether whatever is going on, he can always come through to me. And now we're just lining them up. But I kind of was in the way during the lineup, so I didn't really get a good shot of it. And so right now we're gonna hit it with the razor, And lately I've been doing it a lot. I was practicing on these mannequins, and I just kept practicing and practicing, and I had somebody help me. Like he allowed me to do it all over his head, and I never cut him, and I started really getting comfortable with it and used to it. And now I pretty much use it on every client as long as they want it. Alright, you guys, this is the cut. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, man, and hope to see you guys on the next one. And I'm gonna catch you guys out in the outro. Alright, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and enjoyed the cut. I hope you guys learned a little bit of something. I was kind of in the way like almost the whole first half, so I really had to skip all of that. And I kind of always do that. I feel like I'm like kind of repetitive. I'm always saying that, but because it really is happening, bro. I need to get better at putting my angles for recording my videos and stuff. And like I just need to make sure that I can what I'm doing is you guys can see it, right? It's the most important thing, and every time I fail to do it right. But besides that, I hope you guys did enjoy that video, like I said. And next video is probably gonna be like this vlog. I was doing a lot of stuff, so I was like, might as well just make it into a vlog. And so the next video is probably gonna be that, but I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And make sure to like and subscribe. I hope to see you guys on the next video, man. And I'll see you guys on the next one, bro. Peace.